Yo, obligatory, this is not a tutorial because someone will ask me, how did you do this thing? And I'll be like, I'll have to create a tutorial for you. This is just working on my own stuff in a game that hopefully should be live relatively soon. Probably should make a Steam page for it and then start advertising, but that'll all come with time. So, I hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's had a good Christmas and is chilling out. Hope everyone ate good food and is recovering. Alright, let's see what we have left to do. Combat. Combat is an issue. That's an issue that I need to fix too. We got sounds. We got pickup text. We got a rough turn in place system. It's so rough. But we don't have the things that I want. We'll sort that in a bit. Dismiss this, close this. Go to our animation dump. This is where we dump all our animations. The what into the what? I'm good, mate. I'm hoping you're well. Do I have a video that implements the ABK kit into the survival game kit V2 by any chance? What the heck's the ABK kit and which survival kit? It's like a billion survival kits. There's a good chance the answer is no. But like, if you tell me which kits I'm meant to be looking for, then I can take a look at it. Obviously, if I don't own them, then probably not. Right. So we want sword combat. What's up? Not much, man. You? We're just jamming. We're chilling. How's life? Let's check out this. Animal behavior kit. No. Into the survival game kit. No, I don't own either of those two products, so the chances are I don't have any experience with those. Am I interested in Unreal Engine filmmaking? From a personal perspective, no. From a perspective of watching it, then yeah. Wasn't there a Quixel? Not a Quixel, sorry. Wasn't there a, what's the name of the thing? Like a Pixar film that won an award recently for being in Unreal Engine? That's of interest for sure. So I think so. I think that if I take these two dodges, that's an equip one. That'll make it better. So we'll take these. And we'll migrate those. Can I just put them on the Quinn instead? Do I have a... SKM money. Now I've got to remember which ones they are. That's annoying. Dodge. What's the difference between that one and that one? Wake sucks. It does if you're doing it on a Saturday after Boxing Day, mate. What are you doing? Why did you agree to that? He's carrying the sword in his right hand. Okay, so it's this one that we want. So let's export those. We use the source path. We'll just overwrite the existing ones because I'm not bothered about them being on the UE4 skeleton. True that, bro. Gotta earn them pennies. Yeah, I feel you. Lucky for me, I'm not back until the 5th of January, which is nice. What did I click then? I said actions, migrate. There we go. Don't need any props. This will be fine. Go in. Projects the content. Now I should be able to replace that horrible dodge that I've been using. Why is the stream acting up? It should be alright. But it's been a pain. Dodge. So we've got our dodge montages here, but they're also somewhere else as well. In this whatever new folder I imported. This one. My internet is horrible. What's going on? Yeah, but why? Got normal latency, got all this. There's no delay. It's just bad stream health. I don't know. I don't understand enough about this stuff. Okay. Right, so we make these montages. And then we drag them over to where our actual dodge montages are. And then we should be able to get better. So we've got an evade left. And there's nothing actually in here that I need to copy. And use the default slot. Okay, sweet. So as long as these have root motion, they should all be able to easily replace the other ones. God, I had a little bit of time off and then suddenly I cannot remember the shortcuts that I use to do stuff. Absolute brain melt. There we go. Right, so what's this one? This is dodge backwards. Then we got dodge forward, dodge left, and dodge right. Right, let's check how that works. It should be better. Nice. Right, okay, so there's a couple of problems here, and that is that coming out of this is just too slow. So blend out time, should bash this to 0. Let's see what that's like. Okay. For whatever reason, stream health is picked back up. Just too slow. It's certainly better than what it was, so we'll take it, but coming out of it. Yeah, coming out of it's just too slow. So, this one, and this one. I say actions. Edit selections. Blend time. 0 and 0. We might just have to make the roll just a bit faster. So we'll change the play rate. Blend out trigger time to be 0 as well. Make the rate scale on these 1.5. Should give us a faster animation. That feels nicer. Still this like bit at the end where we're locked into getting out of the animation. But that does feel better. Which obviously you won't know because I'm the one playing the game for the time being. Right. Blend out time. If I just shorten these, or if I make the blend out time 1 second, does that give me more control? I can't remember what blend out time is when it starts letting me give. No, my feet slide. 0.5 is the standard. I think I'm just going to need to cut the ends off these animations. Because here, slide, like the tiniest slide. 0.3 on the blend out times, and then we cut the end of this animation a little. So we make the end rate like 2. So we get control back about here. And that should give us what we need it to do. So lucky for me, all of these have the same end times, which is good. So I can just make them 2. 2 might be too much, but we can just change it again. So still a little bit of sliding on these, so I don't think I want any blend out time at all. We'll put this back to -1. Make the blend out time -1, but make this 0.1 because it's just a little bit of snapping that I don't want. And this will hopefully get out of the snapping problem that we have. Yeah, there we go. Blends nicely there. Nice. Sweet. Okay. There's our dodge roll, which is looking really nice. Really good. It's a bit silent, but we'll add some sounds and stuff to it later. Right, back to our animation dump. So we're looking for animation swords, but all of these look like that's a bit extreme for what we're wanting. So all of these look like locomotion animations, which is the big problem that I'm having. Let's getting back up. Let's walk to stops. It's a weird animation. So that's a heavy attack. Why couldn't they just be better put in folders? So I think we could probably use this heavy attack for something, and this one as well. Do that. Honzi K8P, Discord. Yeah, man, we got Discord. Our Discord's pretty rocking. I'll shoot you a link. There you go. So that's a combo 1. So 01, 02, 03. That could be better than what we've got. And there's an 04 as well. But that's a double-handed swing. Not really interested in a double-handed swing. CSATLI. Bloody hell. CSATLI. So that is that. So 1, 2, and 3. We'll take those. And we'll migrate those. To our other project, and we'll just overwrite the Quinn skeleton because we're not bothered about that. And then inside here, we should have some more animations popping through. Once this gets sorted out. Probably just sort of said no rather than yes to overwriting. But what will be will be. Come on, stream, get back up there. Not numbers, I just want my internet to be stable. Right, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Immensely. Yo, how's it going, bro? You good? So we've added in the dodge. The problem with the dodge is that our enemies can't use our dodge because this is locked to our character. So that's something that we need to fix for sure. Dodge gets called here. Dodge VFX. Where does that get called from? So that gets called here. And you get set here. So where are we calling the dodge VFX from? Third person, blueprints, components, no. Animations, dodge. This was our dodge before. But this never called any. Yeah, I did. For whatever reason, we've got multiple of the same dodges. Don't know how that happened, but that's pretty annoying. So let's do so if we're not attacking, then it doesn't bother to fetch the attack VFX, which are up here somewhere. It just launches into whatever we've got saved as the action VFX to play, and we set those based on what we're doing before. So have I got a default thing in here? No, that's good. But the action VFX for the dodge gets set here. And these are the default ones. Okay, that's not what I wanted. But that does, okay, no, that's fine, because that does mean that these VFX can be per character. So that's good. So then if we just make the dodges variables, we can set them in our players. Yeah, there we go. Got there in the end. So we do a notify state here. And this will be our dodge, not an attack. Just make sure this matches this. Then we should get, when we dodge forward and we're locked on, I know, it's because the stream cut out and died and then had to go back. I mean, there's no prize for it, like, no, but it is purely just because my internet was playing up and the stream cut out and had to restart. So when we're doing that one, it messes with our VFX because we're rotating our body and we're attaching it to that. But that's fine. We can sort that out another day. Not too fussed about that right now. What I'm bothered about is these blooming animations. Why aren't they here yet? Are they here? They must be here by now. Okay. Animation sword. So we've got a new attack here. But that kind of just stops there. So for about 6 or 7 frames, we're just moseying about. Okay. What is this arm? I shouldn't be muted at all, mate. Nah, definitely not muted. Surely not. Am I? No, I've got audio coming through on my end. Hmm. Why? Oh, okay. Mate, you shit me up, man. Like, scaring me. I thought I was going mad. What is that? Alright. We're in the it'll do for the time being mode of game dev. So, what we need is to go to our items. Here's some slightly exciting news in my super monotone voice. This item setup and the enemy stuff, we just finished a game animation sample tutorial for that, so we're just about to put the majority of this live for Gasp, so you can actually see how this works properly, rather than me whizzing through stuff. Bizarre, man. I'm glad you can hear my great voice. No. This one. This one. And then this one. But I need the details from this. Copy these. And go to here. So line trace starts here, which means combo should be about here, rotation should be about here, sound should be around the same, reset should be here, and then start in the VFX should be here. So that's where we start to play our VFX. And it's quite a quick animation, isn't it? Like that should be just about here. Which means we can just reset our input just here. Kind of don't like how quick that is. Can we make this 2 minutes? Are all of these animations for everything that this gentleman has done 2 minutes? That'd be super fun. There we go. Blend the time, blend that trigger. Yep. Default root probably should be. That might be fine actually. Yeah, these are default slots. These should use root motion, I believe. Let's root motion enable that bad boy. And now our basic sword. Is that a basic sword? Yes. Should have the first combo. Basic sword. Pick up this bad boy. Oh. Okay, so the rotation is probably incorrect. It goes into the second combo fine, but the second combo doesn't have the root motion and it doesn't have all of the other stuff. But for a start, that's pretty good. I don't hate it. So let's grab all these. Control C. Go to our thingy, majiggy. Control V. Shall we just do the third one while we're here as well? Just so it's in there and I can start doing. There we go. Right, let's open up that bad boy. Let's go to its root motion. Make sure we've got root motion turned on. And then we'll find it again. Right, okay, so this guy starts doing his slash here, so we can line trace here, which means his combo should end up out here. This line slash isn't huge actually. So we start rotating towards the enemy when we slash. Yeah, just there, that'll be good. And then we can play our sounds here, our grunts and our sword slash sound. Execute the next action about here, and then reset any inputs about here. VFX are here and here. So start playing the VFX. So start line tracing here, swing around. Yep. Okay, maybe these need to be moved a bit. Then we stop the visual effect here. We can execute our next action here. And we reset our inputs just about here. This could probably be moved. And our combo ends as well. Right, okay, let's go to number 3. Fix that one too. Root motion. Combo 3. So we start messing around here. That's where the line trace ends. Character starts rotating here. This one might just be alright actually. Sounds here. And then we can stop our visual effects here. And then we can execute our next action there and reset our inputs. If we don't do it, which we shouldn't do. I'm not sure I set this to loop round. If we're at combo 3, I might have done that. Right, okay. Basic sword. 3-hit combo. That's pretty tasty. Obviously, the sound's horrible. We know the sound is horrible. But as a whole, I think that's alright. might be a bit too much movement in that first attack. If I have enough stamina to make the first attack, give it 10 seconds. Definitely should have put the stamina on. A higher regen rate. What do we think? Is that too much of a jump from there to there? So we move. I don't even know, because my measurement was weird. One here. That's about 3 blocks. So we move about 3 meters on that first attack. I think that might be a bit too much. The second one and the third one are quite nice. But we might need to adjust the first one a little bit. If our blend-in time is 0. Just that slide. Well, question time. Am I using blueprints or am I using C++? We are using blueprints. Yeah, all of this coded with blueprints and yeah. So in 5.5 and 5.6, I can use a chooser to mess with all this code. And that's really nice. But in 5.4, choosers were not a thing. So we can't do that. It's a bit frustrating. Okay. Let's change it up a little bit. So, in our combat, we have a right mouse button. That's the dodge. Where is our block? So that's the left mouse button. And we want the right mouse button. But I don't think I've called it that. Block. So this goes on triggered, which is a hold. And then parry goes on a tap off the right mouse button. So how can I do a heavy attack off the right mouse button? Yeah, 100% I'm going to change the attack sound without a doubt. There's no way that that's staying at all. That was just using the that's just using the free sounds that are available. But yeah, that's going, mate. It has to go soon as well because it's doing my head in. But it's definitely going. So there's different levels of triggers. This is a tap trigger. We tap it, we do a parry. We want to keep that so our parry stays the same. And then we've got block where you hold it. But maybe this should be changed to like alternate function. So if we hold it, we enter our heavy attack. If we are not using. But then, whoa. That's a toughie. Okay, we'll have a think about that while we do something else. So let's go back to our axe, which has the most stuff. We've got a parry, we've got a combo attack. We need a run-in and a dodge attack. So let's find our actions. So we want a running. Why have I got caps lock on? What have I done there? Running. Attack. Rolling. Attack. And a falling attack. So save that. When we roll, when we come out of it, that'll be our rolling attack. When we're sprinting and running, then it'll do a different attack. The chances are it's probably going to be the same attack for all swords because I'm not animating a different attack for swords, every single sword. And then when we're falling, we want a falling attack as well. So what we can do is inside combat. Can I change the project from Blueprints to C++ and vice versa? Yeah, you could put. I mean, you don't change your project; you change parts of the code to be in C++ or Blueprints. So you would open up your C++ code to be Blueprints, and then for your Blueprints code, you would have to rewrite that in C++. But yeah, it's all possible. Right, what is left mouse button? We just got our attack somewhere. Attack here. Yes, left mouse button here goes to attack. If it's an enemy, it gets this key. If it's a player, it does this. So we're checking if the actor is the player, if they've got a weapon equipped, or maybe we should also be checking if they're in the air here, because if they've not got a weapon equipped and they're in the air, then we're just going to draw our weapon. So let's see what that looks like first. That doesn't look too bad actually. Like that's like, it seems fine. So maybe that's fine. Or maybe I'm wrong. So I think we'll leave that as is. We check if they've got the tag attacking, and if they've not got the tag attacking, then we check if they have the tag blocking. If they're not blocking, then we do the current attack, which will be the actions. Enum. So this is where we need to put our code to check if we are falling. So from here, no, I thought that'd be too easy. All right, let's check. Okay, so let's go back to our begin play. Here we get equipment, here we get mesh. Get the capsule. Let's get character, movement, component. Just grab these. movement, character movement components. Put this in the outputs. And then in BBC Combat, we can do get character movement. What did I call this? Get character movement comp. Get character movement comp, and we'll promote this to a variable. So that's the movement component. And then inside our attack graph here, we can do movement component is falling, branch, and we'll put defaults into this, and for now we'll just get a print statement that says falling. There we go, so it's printing in the top corner that we're doing a falling, which is sweet. So now, instead of this, I can grab this action enum. So we want the set actions enum here. This will be falling attack. So then we can do a custom event here. And this will be execute attack. So here I'm just going to do execute attack. And here we're going to do execute attack as well. You're just using your custom macro library here. I am indeed. Love me a custom macro library. Love me a custom blueprint library. Just saves so much time. So now in all of my other components, I can call that movement thing to grab the movement component if I need to. And because I'm only getting the ones for the character, which I already know are loaded, I'm not creating any extra dependencies. So this is getting the skeletal mesh, this is getting the capsule component, this is getting the character movement component. If I started adding in stuff like get stamina component into here, then suddenly if I need to move these between projects, I have to move the stamina component too, and I don't want to do that. Right, so now this executes the falling attack. Falling should take priority over absolutely everything, so we need to check that first. And if that's true, then it does this. Then the other thing we want to check is if our speed, get max custom movement speed. Need to check how we sprint, but I think this is greater than 600. Then we just print sprinting. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's find our player and just check our sprint logic. and then we'll go from there. And that will be inside stamina a bit. Start sprinting. Set the max walk speed to 800. So what's it by standard? Character movement. Max walk speed is 500. We're not falling. Oh, this is max custom movement speed. God damn it. Get max walk speed. Let's pick this up. Do this. Start sprinting. And then we're sprinting. Don't think we want to prioritize the sprinting attack over the rolling attack though. I think that'd be a bad idea. So we got running attack to be true here, and then we execute attack here. So there's a dodge. Inside the dodge. So a simple thing to do would just be to put a dodge boolean here to say that we've dodged, and then to put a delay so that we know when we come out of it that we have the dodge ready. Might need to think a bit more about that. Let's just make sure that we are setting this to be combo 1. So our sprinting doesn't have an attack currently, neither does our falling attack. But they don't error because we have it set up to catch those. Slash, it should be. Or not. That's an error. This is a mess. Print string. No action. No attack action. Cation? What's cation? Action. Can't spell action. Action. No attack action found. That's good. So here we've got a sword. We attack, we attach our sword. We're sprinting. We've got no attack action found. We're falling. No attack action found. Beautiful. That is what I want to see, which is a bit counterproductive. You're like, why do you want to see it failing? We want to see it failing so that we know that it works. Right, back to animation dump. Animations for warriors. Let's look in the map, see if we can find some cool falling attack animations. Mr. Warrior, show me your animations. I don't think there's any falling animations in here. This one might be a good one for a sprint. Like after you sprint, you do a jump to jumpity jump. It's not got any root motion though. There's certainly no falling ones in here. But maybe this one for... Unless we cut this and just have it play at a certain point. See what the actual animation looks like. Stop that. So unless we have it so that it just starts on here, like this, and then comes down like that. That could work. So first off, we'll retarget this to the Queen. I don't know what this animation's called. Attack 6. We'll use the source path, and will we overwrite the existing animation? But it doesn't do that. What is that attack? Some of these attacks are poor showing. And then we will take this and migrate. Something tells me that migration is not good. Okay. Seems fine. And we'll add the root motion to it. We might need to add motion warp into this to warp it to the floor. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. But we only want the starting part. So we're going to create it from an added montage. And then we're going to select it and say, nah, mate, you're starting from a different position. So it starts from there. But maybe 0.7, 0.6. So I think we should see how that looks. So ornate axe, falling attack, this bad boy. And then we'll grab our axe. We need all the notifiers, but we're just testing. Not awful. It's not awful. What happens if I don't change the length of it and we start from 0? I think we're going to get some janky ass animation if I do this, but this is why we test stuff out. Yeah, that was horrible. I think you have to cut this animation, right? Like, it's not performing it in the sky. And for the most part, maybe. I do just think that was better. Could be wrong. Nah, that definitely was better. 100%. Right, let's add in all the extras. I also don't think it needs to be that long. Like maybe even shorter than that. 1.75. Maybe 1.5. See what that looks like. Nah, 1.7. 1.6. That'll do. So let's set our store that properly. This is where we start tracing. That's where we stop tracing. The combo can be increased here, and the execute just after. Start our rotation just there, play our montages here, and then we can stop at the FX just about there. Let's see what that's like. Get up in the sky. Don't hate it. I do not hate it. What I should have done is just copied all of this and put it in there for the time being. And then found the... Yeah, that'll work. Or not. Why didn't it move to VFX? Oh, you... I hate data tables. There. Seems pretty solid. Maybe we should just play it on the upper body? That could be a thing we do. Does that look better? Because if that's the case, then I don't need the root motion on this one. Turn root motion off. I think that might be better. And then even if we're sprinting, we jump and we do the forward attack. Oh, we've got no stamina. That's fine. So yeah, I kind of like that. So that's like if you're above an enemy. See if I can get above this guy. Do this. Come up here. Now we're above him. And we attack him. And then he absolutely wrecks us and we run away, screaming. Ah. So that would be our falling attack. Now we need our running attack. Back to our animation dump. I don't think I've got anything in this pack that looks good. Let's go to the demo map and see what is what. So we've got an 8-way dodge roll, which could be pretty good. Oh, we did have a falling attack. This is very Dark Souls-y, where he just holds one single pose until he falls and hits the ground. This just looks absolutely manning. So these are attacks. This one might be the one. So we just finished running and then bam, we launch into a spin attack. Or we launch into this jump attack. It's one of these two. Can't decide which. It's either this one or it's this one. It's not as flashy though, is it? It's a bit boring, a bit naff. I think it's the one. So let's put it on the Quinn again. Combo 4. And then we can just migrate it. So we definitely want root motion enabled. And I probably don't need all of the animation. Just need some of the animation. What do you think? We're running, we stop to do an attack, and then this is the attack we do. Seems pretty sick to me. Shorten the end times so we can come out of it a bit quicker. But I think that's the one that we want. Copy all these and put them here. So I think the line trace is in the right place already. Although it's probably a little bit too long. Ah, these aren't Paragon animations at all. No. These are multiple animations from a whole different pack. Paragon animations have a really weird thing about root motion. So I think that is fine there. We'll just give that a try. So ornate axe, run an attack. We'll copy all those and then paste them in here, except our attack will be our running attack. Oh, we've not wiggled. So it's good, but it's fast. Why is it so fast? I think it's so fast because a blend in time and a blend out time. But I could be completely wrong. I have no, you're right. I haven't looked into the Humble Bundle Hyper 3 month subscription thing at all. Those sort of things haven't bothered me. But if there's something good in there, then yeah, man, I'll take a look for sure. I think we just want to slow the rate down on this to like 0.8. Everyone's dragging me for the milli sound, man. I think that looks better than what it did for sure. Okay, so falling attack added, running attack added. What did I do? Oh, dodge, new dodge animations added. So that's good. Wait, yeah. Oh, ones that we got. Why are we not using this one? Wait a second. Okay. Right, I think we can fix. I think we've been using the wrong sound effect. I think we can fix it. None of these are meant to be here to stay, mate. Oh, that should be Perry. They're all placeholders until it's ready. I'm not spending time making sound effects or finding sound effects. But for everyone who thinks that the attack sound effect, there you go. And we've still got apart from one there. Look, Mark, you got your Niagara effects. Definitely need to do something about Niagara effect. Does need to be bigger, but it's pretty sick. We're happy enough with it. Needs to be a sound with it as well. Just like a Tweety Bird sound. But again, it's on the list. It's on the list. Is it on the list? That is a good question. What is on the list? Let's see. The Foley list is the, what did I say? The Stun SFX. The Grunt SFX. Block SFX. SFX, there we go. And hit SFX. And I think we're just about done with this. So now we've got a cool spin attack. Not overly happy with that. Right, wait a sec. We broke something. Because we're always setting the attack here. Don't think I need that. Okay, but what happens when we do a spin attack? Cool. No, that's fine. So I didn't actually need that. So my stream keeps dropping. Right, I'm gonna call it quits on that and say that that was a good day's work. We found some animations and we moved them from one place to another and set up different attacks in our system, which is cool. In terms of this system, we're gonna do. I hate inventories with a passion. I do. I just hate them so much. But we'll do a video on this hopefully soon. I've rebuilt it all in Gasp and stuff. I just want to get to enemy AI, boss AI stuff, and I need this to be able to do that just because of how the actions work. So hopefully we'll get to be able to do that soon. Yeah, thanks to everyone for joining. The stream's been a bit of a naff one because the internet keeps cutting out. Stupid Sky internet. But hopefully you've still been able to keep up and engage and have fun. So we'll see you in the next one.